Welcome back to another video on Wrestling and to another edition of Smackdown Out of 10. It's a big episode of Smackdown today because we've got Cody Rhodes addressing Gunther, we've got Roman Reigns confronting Solo Sikoa, and we've got the WWE debut, how long awaited has been, of the Motor City Machine Gun. So there's a lot happening, but Smackdown opened with 5 minutes of video packages before the new Bloodline came out to kick off the live show. Sikoa and Reigns, Jimmy Uso would acknowledge him by the end of the night. Jey Uso needed care, and he came through the crowd. He said he cares about Solo because they are all brothers. He told Solo to think about what he's doing to the family. The segment ended with no fighting, no real resolution. It felt like WWE wasted the first 20 minutes of the show and got nothing done. And some of this will come into play later, but this opening segment just kind of felt like filler. But yeah, the introduction of Jey Uso into the storyline is interesting. A triple threat tag match then took place with DIY, the Street Profits, and Pretty Deadly going at each other. One member of each team was legal at all times, so the action was fast-paced with 3 men fighting and their partners occasionally getting involved. Multi-team matches often feel a bit chaotic and unfocused, but all three of these teams did an excellent job making sure the action was both exciting and easy to follow. Ford and Gargano each pinned a different member of Pretty Deadly since only one of them was legal, but DIY was declared the winning team. This was a fun finish to an entertaining bout. It's great to see the tag team division get some attention while the titles are tied up in the Bloodline storyline. And yeah, I think the right result for DIY to win as well. They could obviously do with a big momentum boosting win, and yeah, it feels like multiple teams could be involved in the tag team going forward. So yeah, good stuff, 7 out of 10. We then got Piper Niven against Lash Legend, but before that, Reigns and Jimmy into Jay backstage, and Ray said he was proud of him, but Jay didn't want to hear any of it. So yeah, it's not going to be easy for them to get together, but we all know in times for War Games they most likely are. And after coming up short in a women's tag bout last week, Lash Legend is back on SmackDown to take on Piper Niven. Jakara Jackson and Chelsea Green were both at ringside. Niven is using a power advantage, but Legend showed her that she is strong enough to give her a fight. Legend was able to pick up a clean win by powering Niven up for a Samoan drop. This was quick, but they did a decent job of making it feel competitive. So yeah, I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10. I thought, yeah, pretty solid stuff. I think maybe we could do more of a Legend, more of an introduction for Legend before she get these big wins on Niven. But yeah, I think except for that, it was all right. But I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10. Cody Rhodes then came out with a Crown Jewel Championship in the middle of the ring, and he gave a stand-up promo about being confident he would win. Before we got a video from Kevin Owens talking about how unfair it is management doesn't want him to come to work. Before Sabin and Alex Shelley made their SmackDown debut in a second triple threat of the night against Syrian Waller and Angel and Berto. The Guns immediately showed the WWE Universe's signature brand of fast-paced offense with some double-team maneuvers. Even though this was MTMG's anticipated debut, all three teams had an opportunity to shine. In fact, Los Garzos looked particularly impressive. Sabin and Shelley scored the win, so they will take on DIY for a future title shot next week. I thought a great debut for Motor City Machine Gun. The triple threat environment really suited them, and yeah, can't wait to see what they can do in WWE, and hopefully they'll get their title shot soon. Nia Jax and Candice LeRae then took on Naomi and Bailey. Jax almost won immediately by crushing Bailey in the corner. Once LeRae came in, the babyfaces took over. Indy Hartwell got involved to give Candice and Nia an unfair advantage. She shoved Bailey into the ring post so LeRae could get the pin. Jax looked shocked and a little upset the Poison Pixie saw this under. This was quick and it took a lot of it by a commercial break, but it wasn't bad by any means. LeRae is someone WWE needs to use more. So yeah, seeing her get some spotlight and what could be an intriguing storyline with Nia and hopefully ending up in a title match, I think could be a really interesting direction going forward. So yeah, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. Good stuff. And finally on the show, the Bloodline story took centre stage in the opening and closing segments. Sikoa wanted Reigns to acknowledge him in the middle of the ring, so they met in the final minutes of the show. Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa and Jacob Fatu dragged out a beaten Jimmy, and it sent Reigns off. He took everyone out in the Bloodline, but the numbers eventually caught up for him and he was decimated. And yeah, I thought this was a really good end to the show. With Jay hanging around now, that's going to be a really intriguing storyline direction going forward. So yeah, I thought on the whole this was really strong stuff, and the new Bloodline, it's all building up to a big game at Survivor Series War Games, and yeah, can't wait for that. Overall, this week's SmackDown gets a 7 out of 10 from me. I thought, yeah, it was a pretty decent episode of SmackDown. Obviously, you got the Motor City Machine Guns debut, which is probably what this SmackDown will be best remembered for. The introduction of Jey Uso into the new Bloodline storyline is quite a big impact. So yeah, lots going on in this show and a really dominant end for the new Bloodline. So yeah,
guys, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, follow us on our socials, link in the description below for daily wrestling news, meme and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.